Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are going to love, especially if you're a big Los Angeles Lakers fan. We just got some crazy news that this offseason, the Lakers are targeting superstars, point guard superstars, and from what we just heard, they want Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook. For this video, I'm going to be talking all about this, talking about how the Lakers can get CP3 and Brody, and more importantly, the most realistic trade scenario. So if you're a big Lakers fan and want to see a new super team, you're going to love this. But quickly before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and you love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom, and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. It would help with the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about the Lakers' potential super team. With the NBA Finals officially over, we are super excited for the NBA offseason. With that being said, all we are thinking about is who will get traded, where are the blockbuster deals, and more importantly, which NBA superstar could be wearing a new jersey. When talking about the Lakers this season, I'm gonna be honest, they had a very unfortunate year. They lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Phoenix Suns, and at the beginning of the season, it's just sad because they were championship favorites. After winning the NBA championship in last year's NBA bubble, everybody thought that with LeBron James and Anthony Davis getting amazing upgrades of Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, and of course signing some new key role players, the Lakers roster did look better. But this season, they've got hit with so many unfortunate circumstances. Of course, I'm talking about injuries that of course made them lose this year. One thing's for sure though, with Frank Vogel being very vocal, saying that while they have LeBron James on their roster, they're gonna make moves. They're not gonna sit back and do nothing. I do believe this offseason is one to execute because next season, the NBA is gonna get way more competitive. And right now with the NBA offseason officially beginning, we're hearing so much crazy rumors that the Lakers want to build a super team. They want a third star to accompany LeBron James and Anthony Davis. The first breaking news is talking about Russell Westbrook, and this was the crazy report we got from Mark J. Spears. Breaking news, Lakers reportedly have trade interest in Russell Westbrook, and for what we just heard, the Lakers actually offered the Washington Wizards a deal, and as we speak, we're not even sure if the Wizards are thinking about it, if they're interested, or maybe they even like it. When talking about Russell Westbrook, he was phenomenal this year for the Wizards. He was a big reason why they made the NBA playoffs, but of course with the Wizards not being a good team, they lost in the first round of the playoffs, and so much NBA fans out there want to see the Wizards rebuild, which means trading away Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. With Russell Westbrook being known in the NBA as one of the best point guards, he's one of the most athletic, and simply because Russell Westbrook is just a special NBA player, he has so much passion, he's a triple-double threat on a nightly basis, Laker fans wouldn't mind getting Russell Westbrook to be their new starting point guard, especially if Dennis walks. When talking about Westbrook's stats this year, he went crazy. He averaged about 22.2 points per game, 11.5 rebounds per game, 11.7 assists per game, 1.4 steals, and 0.4 blocks. Russell Westbrook is one of the best all-around point guards in the league. Of course, the biggest flaw about Russell Westbrook is his shooting percentages. He's not that efficient. This year, he averaged about 44% at the field goal and about 65% at the free throw. And of course, Russell Westbrook gets a lot of turnovers. Another big flaw for Westbrook is how he doesn't have the ability to be a consistent three-point shooter, and with LeBron James and Anthony Davis excelling in having players to space the floor, I'm not sure if Westbrook would be the perfect fit. I do believe Westbrook would be a great secondary ball handler. If LeBron James is sitting, he can simply facilitate, control the tempo, and of course attack the basket at will, but when it comes to shooting, Westbrook isn't the best option. This is the big trade we heard that the Lakers offered the Wizards. It's Dennis Schroeder in a sign-and trade, Kyle Kuzma, Talen Horton-Tucker, and 3 future draft assets. This is the big report we got so far. We weren't given the specifics on which draft pick they actually offered, but I'm assuming it's going to be the Lakers' first round pick this year, and maybe one more first pick and then a second round pick. In my opinion, I do believe the Lakers have to make a move this summer, and getting Russell Westbrook to replace Dennis Schroeder, I believe it's a huge upgrade. Russell Westbrook has 0 NBA championships, he's hungry for one, and with the Lakers still being championship favorites next year, Westbrook would add a whole new game to a team with a crazy win-now mentality. But of course, the next superstar we're going to be talking about is Chris Paul of the Phoenix Suns. And Chris Paul going to the Lakers has been a very popular idea for a long time now. This was the breaking news. It was by Mark J. Spears once again. Breaking news: Chris Paul is on the Lakers list of point guards to acquire. A big reason why Chris Paul has been linked to the Lakers on multiple occasions is because him and LeBron James have such a strong relationship. Every time we've seen LeBron James and Chris Paul play together, whether it's the Olympics, whether it's the All-Star team, their team is amazing. Chris Paul can be a first/secondary ball handler, while LeBron James can trust Chris Paul in everything. Chris Paul can shoot, he's efficient at the mid-range, and simply finish at the basket. And with Chris Paul and LeBron James being more than 35 years old, in my opinion, age is just a number. These guys are just getting better and better every single year. Chris Paul was phenomenal this year. He was a big part of why the Phoenix Suns went to the NBA Finals, but of course they lost in Game 6 to the Milwaukee Bucks. So now the question for Chris Paul is, does he believe he's going to go back to the NBA Finals again with the Suns, or should he join another team? Because this summer, he's going to be entering this free agency with a player option. From what we believe, Chris Paul is going to opt out of his player option, explore the free agency market, but a lot of Phoenix Suns fans believe that Chris Paul will come back and run it back. If I'm gonna be honest, I am super proud of the Suns, but I don't believe next year they're gonna have a good chance of actually winning the chip. And maybe joining LeBron James would be the best of Chris Paul's career, as soon he's going to retire. I believe if the Lakers want Chris Paul, this would be the perfect trade scenario. It would be a sign and trade of Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and 3 first-round draft picks in exchange for Chris Paul. Of course, in Chris Paul's perspective, it would also have to be a sign and trade as well. The reason why I believe this trade makes a lot of sense is, for one, the Phoenix Suns get a replacement starting point guard of Dennis, they get a future asset of Kyle Kuzma, and with them losing Dario Saric in an ACL injury, Montrezl would be an amazing off-the-bench center to replace DeAndre Ayton. We all know Montrezl has 6 Man of the Year capabilities. On the Lakers' perspective, giving up a lot of your depth isn't the best thing, but with the Lakers right now being in a win-now mode, LeBron James and Chris Paul both have that mentality, because Chris Paul has 0 NBA championships and LeBron could be retiring soon. I do believe when talking about Westbrook and Chris Paul, I would prefer Chris Paul because of his basketball IQ, his veteran leadership, and more importantly, he's simply a better shooter than Russell Westbrook. So yes guys, this wraps up my video today, talking about the Lakers and how they're targeting Russell Westbrook and Chris Paul. I'm not going to be surprised if this offseason the Lakers make a blockbuster move. And going for a 3rd superstar and building a super team, that would be so fun for the NBA. And I'm pretty sure you Laker fans out there agree with me. But what's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. Do you actually agree with me? Do you think this is a good idea? Should they trade for Chris Paul or Westbrook? Or should they keep their depth? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!